Wake up, it's another day. Cody and Kenzie, they on their way. Sip that coffee, let's pour a cup. With Milo and Scout, these pups won't shut up.
They're cute though.
This is how we do it. Breaking down life's messy fights. Sharing truths that keep you up at night. No sugarcoating, just what's real. How will we do it raw and a sale? How will we
do it?
grab a seat? Coffee life and chaos meet. With Milo and Scout, we're by your side. Here for the ride in 2025.
Hello everyone, I'm Kinsey.
And I'm Cody.
And welcome to How We Do It.
Episode 3.
Take 6,500. Milo's passed out on this couch right now. It's been an emotional roller coaster because he decided to finally stop barking.
Stop barking, yeah. So this is our...
Cheers.
Yeah, this is like take 655 million.
Yeah. I went for 6,500, but whatever million
Whatever
you just
it
said,
is,
absolutely, it felt like that.
It was like we
Yeah.
would get to the point where it was going great, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere...
He's just pissed off.
Yeah. Anyways,
we
here we
love our
are.
dogs.
Yeah.
I love you.
I love you too.
We're in this together, babe.
We are in this together.
Absolutely.
Coffee
nuts.
in hand.
Yes.
Coffee in hand.
Yes.
So this week, there's some good news and some bad news.
Yeah, so are you a good news first kind of person or a bad news first kind of person?
I like getting my bad news first. That way the good overtakes the bad and it kind of smooths and makes the whole situation better, in my opinion.
That's
what
true.
about you?
Well, if you get... I think I agree with you, because if you get the good news first and you're just thinking, oh, crap, what's the bad news?
Right.
So
You can't like really process the good news if it's first. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, and you can't enjoy it.
Yeah.
I'd rather know that, I don't know, whatever bad happened, and then move on to the good.
Yeah, no, for sure. And so let us know what you guys, are you a good news first or bad news first? But I think in this sense, let's get rid of the bad news first. Yeah.
The bad news.
Do you want to go into that?
Sure.
Okay.
So it started out having to wake up at 6 in the morning on a Monday. Two very bad combinations. Wait, was it Monday?
Yes.
It was Monday. Okay. And then we drove an hour to go see a specialist. A specialist for who? Our dog, Scout.
And not only just a specialist, right? This guy is an eye specialist for a dog. Like, when the heck I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah. I mean, I did, but...
That's insane to me. I just thought
specialists
like
for
a vet
everything.
was a vet, right?
Yeah, no.
But I don't know. It just kind of blew my mind. But anyway, so we drive an hour and a half or whatever it was to this eye specialist because our poor Scout...
Doesn't have one, but two cataracts. One in each eye.
And when I first heard that, I was like, there's no way like a 1-year-old just turned 1 has cataracts. Because I think that's something that only comes in older, mature dogs. But no.
No, it can be genetic, which is crazy because his parents got tested for their eyes and they're perfectly fine. But, recessive genes and how that all works. And so it could have been grandparents, it could have been their whoever. So it stinks. It's a very expensive stink.
Yeah, no, for sure. It really is. But
at least it can be fixed.
Yeah, and we took him to our vet, which we love our vet, by the way. They've been
wonderful.
Super helpful. But when we took Scout in, because this all started, we noticed some kind of discoloration in his right eye. And for those of you at home or whatever, like, he can see fine. He's not running into walls. He's not like, he's just clumsy Scout. He just has a lot of energy. He likes to do cartwheels off the couch.
Yeah, but I think he does. It is his personality to be a spaz, but I do think his eyesight plays a little bit.
Do you think so? Really?
I think so, a little bit. Because, we would watch him make a jump or fling himself, and we're thinking, what are you doing? So I think his eyesight a little bit.
Yeah,
but
maybe. I just think that
he's not blind. It's just fuzzy. Like, I don't think his depth of perception or whatever, I don't think is as clear as it could be.
Yeah, maybe so. I just feel like he's just fearless, and
Depth of
he's
field.
just
That's what I was
like
looking for. Depth of field.
balls to the wall from 0 to 100 in just a matter of just seconds.
Yeah. But okay, so our point being, he's not
sorry.
blind or anything, but it could get worse.
Yeah.
And the ophthalmologist said that. And if you wait too long to do the surgery, we could lose our window of time. He used some big words like resorption, and I can't tell you all that he said.
Yeah.
I was in the meeting going, I should be voice memoing this because I'm not going to remember a thing this man said. But I just took away from it that, yeah, we could lose our window of time to get the surgery. If we don't get the surgery, he could potentially lose his eyesight. And so to us, that's scary. That's scary for Scout, but that's scary for us too because obviously we would love our dogs no matter what.
Yeah.
But caring for a blind dog or
Oh,
a dog
yeah.
who has very little vision is a struggle.
Yeah.
So that would be stressful. And we just want Scout to have the best life
Yeah.
that
So
he can.
we take Scott back in a month from now, and to kind of just see if it's progressed or if it's the same or whatever. And so from then, we'll probably decide to go forward with the surgery.
Yeah.
And maybe by between April and June sometime, I don't know, we'll talk to the surgeon and get a better idea for that. But just be keeping Scout and
In your
us
prayers,
and
yes.
us in your prayers for his little eyes,
And for our finances.
for the finances to pay for his new lenses for his
Or you
little
know
eyes.
what? Lord Jesus, just make the cataracts dissolve.
Even better.
How about that?
Even better.
Just dissolve the
Even better,
cataracts,
yeah.
all right?
Yeah.
Like let us go back in a month and the vet's like, he's healed.
He's healed. Yeah, even better.
God can do it.
Oh yeah.
God cares.
Yeah.
He created Scout. But yeah, so that's the bad news. Seriously, though, do pray for us.
Yeah.
Moving on to the good news.
Good
Do
news.
you want to break the good news since I broke the bad news?
Absolutely. So the good news is Nashville, we are coming for you. This week,
Yeah.
we are heading there, leaving out Friday morning, I believe.
6 in the morning.
6 in the morning.
Bless.
So we are shooting a wedding, and I am second shooting.
Woo, woo. If you didn't know, yes, I'm a photographer.
Yes.
So I shoot weddings, seniors, families, maternity, pretty much everything, you name it. But my favorite is weddings. And we are shooting Emma and Dutch's wedding this weekend, which is a lot of fun. If you saw those photos on my Instagram of the couple and the sprinklers, it looked like rain. But it was actually Cody with the hose.
I loved every minute of it. It was awesome.
Yeah, he just got to spray people.
Yeah.
But it was those were some of my favorite photos. And so we're doing their wedding, which I'm really excited about. We got some new gear. I got 3 new lights, which I'm going to be using for all my weddings now. Wonderful reception setup. We rented 3 cameras. We rented a lens. So you're going to have 2 cameras. I'm going to have 2 cameras. We're going to look amazing.
I'm going to be wearing this dope harness. I'll have 2 cameras strapped to me.
Camera harnesses.
I get the camera harnesses. I get the pleasure of also carrying around the Super 8 camera that we have yet to use.
Yes, I'm excited. So we're going to be using this camera for the very first time at their wedding.
Yes.
And I'm so excited for it. And I'm hoping that it is everything and more. But, we'll see how it goes because I've never done it before.
So basically what we're saying is this podcast is sponsored by Kinsey Digitized Photography.
Thank you.
All the beautiful camera shots, the lighting, it's great work. Thank you, Kinsey Digitized, for your help.
You're so welcome. It's just my blood, sweat, and tears over here. But yeah, no, so since, it's sponsored, I'll just promote myself for a minute.
I'm going to take a drink of coffee while you do this.
You go for it, babe. Anyways, so if you need a wedding photographer, hit me up. No, but really, my wedding packages are now including Super 8 film,
Super 8 film, yeah.
Add-ons, and so that's going to be really fun. So you get like a little highlight reel. I'm also offering if you have a different wedding photographer and you just want Super 8 film at your wedding, that's an option just to book that. There's also film photography, and I say film photography because when I say Super 8 film and then film, people get confused. So, film photography, not digital film, that's also available to add on to your digital photography packages, or just you want somebody extra there to shoot film, I'm also there. So, exciting stuff. A lot. Cody's trying to keep up.
Yeah, my brain's like going 100 miles per hour right now, but I was just thinking of all the incredible shots that you're going to get with that. But my thing is like the Super 8 thing, like that's not really common, right? Like that's not
It's coming up. It's not every photographer is doing it. But it's kind of the quote unquote trendy thing right now, and it's kind of recirculating a little bit. But I think what's really special about Super 8 and why it's coming back around is because we live in such a fast-paced culture of, just take out your phone and snap a photo and
upload it immediately to social media. Yeah.
But there's something really special about having to load a cartridge into a Super 8 film camera, and then there's no audio, so you're just capturing like the images, the moments, and obviously like I can go back in and add audio if you wanted me to record your vows, I could do that. But I think there's something really special about just using that as a vessel to showcase your love and your story and what you want to tell. And I think there's something beautiful about it not being instant, because it forces us to be patient and watch something develop. And wow, this is a metaphor for our walk with God.
Yeah,
if you think
but
about it.
also there's also the I don't know, I guess the artistic side of it, to where like you only get like 3 to 5 minutes per roll,
and it's not cheap.
And so that artistic side comes out not only in the developing and the actual setting the camera up, but you also have to kind of think ahead and be like, okay, so what part of this ceremony, of this moment, do I really pull this thing out and film with this
and
super
capture
because you
have to be intentional.
You have to be intentional. So there's a really cool like art to it, and I just think that it's amazing. And I think this is one of the things that I've been most excited about, just seeing a couple other photographers that we follow and stuff that have done it, and the video clips are just amazing.
Yeah, no, for sure. And so I'm excited. The girl who shot our honeymoon photos, her Instagram handle is Valor Photos, and she gave me so many tips and kind of insight about the Super 8 film camera.
Nice, yeah.
So, we're excited about it, and I'm excited that we get to do it together.
Yep.
I think it's going to be a lot of fun. And so anyways, we're doing that. We're staying for a couple of days.
Yes.
And I am expanding into the Middle Tennessee area. So if you're getting married, if you want family photos, I will be available. So in Central Arkansas, Middle Tennessee. Yeah. All exciting stuff.
So after the wedding, while she's working, I'm hoping to meet up with my friend and my mentor out there.
Yeah,
he's got a few shows and stuff, I think, this weekend, but I think we're going to try to meet up Monday and hang out, and
that'll be cool.
I don't know, I love going to Nashville. I love it.
It's just fun.
It's fun.
It's fun. It feels like home away from home.
It does, yeah, it really does.
But anyways, so if you kind of think about, when you were a little kid, do you feel like little Cody would be happy with where Big Cody is now?
I want to say yeah. I think that I don't want to say my life is different than what little Cody had imagined, but I think that he would be happy knowing where I am now, for sure.
Yeah, and I think it's okay to want more and feel like you haven't arrived yet. I don't know if we'll ever feel as if we've arrived, but I think about back to little Kinsey. Do I think little Kinsey is over the moon with where I'm at now? I think exactly what you said. I think she'd be happy, but yeah. I think there's more, and so go for it.
Like little Cody. I mean, I was going to be an NFL football player.
Really?
And,
I didn't know that.
Unfortunately, I'm lacking probably about 6 or 7 inches on my height and probably about 150 pounds in weight or muscle, I should say. So, unfortunately, I didn't get drafted.
Really? You have
yeah.
to be that tall?
Well, I mean, I'm just saying. I
Oh.
mean, you gotta be.
I mean,
you
you're
gotta
6
be.
foot.
You've got to be like a
6'1"?
freak human, like
Yeah.
you know.
I didn't know that you had that dream as a
I
kid.
think that's any kid. Like in my when I was a kid, like all I really cared about was playing sports, football, doing that stuff. And then as I got older, obviously got out of school and stuff. That's when I kind of made the transition, and like I've played music like since I was 5 or whatever, but I really didn't get serious about it until just a few years ago. But after school, obviously, when the sporting events ended, then I kind of transitioned into doing the like music stuff and getting more serious about that, and also just working and being the American worker. I don't know how else to say that, but that was just my life.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel you. I think for me, I don't know. I just always thought I was going to be an actor. Like that was just it. I was 5 years old in theater as a kid and discovered I'm not a theater person very quickly. I don't like anything that's live and cannot be edited. So yeah, I was not into theater. That was short lived, but it was just ever since I was a kid auditioning and kind of being thrown into that lifestyle and just always thought I remember having a thought at 11 years old thinking surely by the time I'm 18 I'm going to make it. And so I don't know, I didn't really have like any other dream, like that was the dream. And so I think Lil Kinsey would be very happy that I'm happy, and that but I do think there's more, and I'm excited to see where God leads us. Again, we say this every episode, but I am. And speaking of little us, we were looking through some old photos, childhood photos.
Okay, yeah.
And my favorite photo of you ever is the one of you with frosted tips.
Oh yeah, I rocked the frosted tips. I mean, that was what, late 90s, early 2000s
Yeah.
when that was the thing. And not only, let me put this coffee down where I can use my hands to
Yeah,
talk.
don't spill.
I'm like, you know me, like I got to be moving. Not only did I do the frosted highlights, the frosted tips, but I did the all bleach top once.
No, you didn't.
Like the sides were normal, but I did like the full bleach
No
crown.
way.
Oh yeah, and that was the thing. A lot of my friends did it. It was just the cool thing to do.
So what inspired that? Like, who was was it Justin Timberlake? Was it NSYNC? Like, who was it?
Yeah, so during that time, NSYNC, Eminem,
Oh,
yes. It was just the thing. Like, back then, malls were so any of the
That's so crazy to me.
any of the models that were like hanging on the walls, like they had the frosted tips. So that was just the thing to do. And then like the white like shell necklace
Yes,
things,
I remember those.
that was just what you did. So I like in school, like I dressed I guess preppy, I guess would be the way to put it.
Wow.
Like collared shirts, the khaki cargo shorts.
I can't imagine him dressed like this.
I can't imagine myself dressed like that now either. But anyways, yeah, that's just how I dressed. That's how my friends dressed. That's how the Hollister,
Yes.
American Eagle, Abercrombie, that
Yes,
stuff.
I was huge on Abercrombie.
That was what we rocked, and that's what our everyday get up.
Yeah. I remember I grew up with my cousin Stevie, and we would always spend summers there at her house. And I just wanted to be Stevie. She was like my version of an older sister. I didn't have a bigger sister, obviously. I was the big sister, so I had to have somebody to look up to. Yeah. And so I remember she was really big into crimping her hair, and so we would crimp her hair. And
Is that where you get like the wave things?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, like almost like they call it like mermaid hair.
Yeah.
Kinda.
You know, sometimes scouts' ears do that. Okay, let's just block the camera there real quick. But anyways.
But yeah, they do. It kind of yes, babe. It looks like that.
Okay.
After you braid your hair and then it's wavy. That look.
Okay.
That's how the
I'm
dog's hair
following you now,
looks
yeah.
on theirs. Okay. Anyways, so then we would do like the big like poofs at the front. You know how all the girls did it. Like they
Yeah.
did the poofs. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
The band. Okay. And so that, and then for some reason, it was like a really big deal to wear like fringe on shirts, like I don't know why, and tights underneath shorts. And
Okay.
I remember in middle school it was really popular. Everybody was putting feathers in their hair.
I remember that.
They
yeah,
were
Yeah.
they were like dyeing their hair crazy colors, meaning like one piece of hair would be like
Green or
green
pink
or
whatever.
pink or purple, and so I did like purple and teal, and my parents would only let me do like a strand in the back. So I literally went to a salon just to bleach one strand, like one chunk, and it was purple and teal, and that was
Awesome.
as radical as I got.
That's pretty cool. I would almost say go do it again.
Yeah, I don't know about that, but
Okay. Well, but
yeah, but so that was the thing, and oh God.
Yeah, and on top of the bleach, blonde, not all of it, but the crown and the tips. I also did like the long shag with like the swoopy, the beeb look, you know?
Yes, the bee blood.
The beeb look. I did that. I had long hair for probably mostly through middle school and high school.
Yeah.
Not as long as it has been recently. I got it cut obviously not too long
Yeah.
ago, but it was longer. It was definitely that early 2000s like Ashton Kutcher shag look. You
Yes.
know? That's kind of what it was.
So I have a question. Why is it Abercrombie and Hollister? Their stores are so dark, and then it just smelled like intense cologne. Was it a marketing technique so that you can't see what you're buying, and then you're just hit with like this aroma? There's got to be something to it. Like if we dim the lights enough, you know what I mean?
I don't know. I think. Yeah, I don't really know. I never understood that. But I think in my mind, what I was thinking was when you walk into Hollister, because you know they're more of like this beach, like
Yeah.
surfer, like.
Cool.
In my mind, it was like I was walking into almost like a beach hut,
Oh.
or like
yeah.
a.
But it's dark.
But like a tiki bar, like I don't know, just like the
Yeah.
wood, and because didn't they not have like the grass looking like awnings or roofs or something like that too?
Yeah.
Kinda like
So
that
it did
tiki
have that
roof.
vibe, but I just couldn't wrap
know.
my head around why it was so dark. I
Yeah.
think they're still like that way. I don't know if they've changed
I haven't
at
been to
all.
one in forever, so I don't know.
Yeah.
So if you work at Hollister
Let
and you
us
watch
know.
this, comment and let us know.
I'm curious. I just want to know.
Yeah.
And I always left with such a bad headache because I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm getting
Yeah,
hit by
it
this
was intense.
cologne. It was so
intense.
intense.
Yeah.
It was like the 13-year-old boy in gym class who like drowned himself in cologne and he
Axe
just couldn't.
body spray.
Yes.
Axe
Oh,
body
God.
spray.
What is up with that? Why did kids think that was the thing to do? Just drown yourself?
Probably because it was super cheap, and you can buy that stuff anywhere. Like you didn't just have to go to like the market, Kroger, or Walmart. You could literally get that stuff anywhere.
Okay, but from a guy's perspective, why do boys do that?
I don't know.
Why do you? Did you think it was like this is a babe magnet, or is it a fear of stinking that I gotta drown myself in cologne?
Going back to junior high me, athletic period was first period.
Oh, that's awful.
And so, like, you wake up in the morning and you shower and you get ready for school. You're looking nice in your cargo pants and your polo shirt, and then you go
Your
straight.
Sperry's.
I didn't
wear
do
Sperry's?
No, I didn't do Sperry's.
Okay.
I did not do Sperry's. But so you get dressed up.
Yeah.
You get to school, and then you put on your football pads and you go roll around in the grass that's full of dew, and then you just feel nasty and sweaty and smelly the rest of the day. So I don't know if that had something to do with it. I don't ever remember a time where I wore a ton of cologne. Like even during that time, And who knows? I might have just stunk. I don't know. I don't think I did, but
Let me know.
yeah. I don't think I did, but most people don't think they stink either.
Oh
so.
God, that's my biggest fear ever. I just want my home stinking, my dog stinking, me stinking.
Yeah. Like I would apply I would put on like fresh deodorant after football practice
Yeah.
and stuff, but I wouldn't like go shower in Axe body spray.
Yeah.
Okay, can we move on? Can we move on?
No, let's talk more about Cody's prepubescent body odor. Yeah, no. Yeah, we can move on.
Okay.
Moving on.
I was trying to like figure out a way to spare
Yeah.
you all of the imagery.
No, this is great. I think it's amazing. You were popular in school, right? Or like, at what age would you consider maybe not the word popular, but well liked, well known?
I was known, and I feel like a lot of people liked me, and maybe a lot of people didn't like me either. But also, my school was small. I think we had like 70-something kids in my whole grade.
It's crazy.
So everyone kind of knew each other, anyways.
Yeah.
Right. But yeah, I think that I was decently liked by most people.
Yeah.
Put it that way.
I was not cool in school. I didn't mean to rhyme that at
Cool
all.
in school.
I
yeah.
was not popular. I was even bullied at some points that were so brutal. I remember I was in the, oh gosh, what was it? Was it 8th grade, 9th grade? 9th grade, and I was literally moving from Seattle to California. And the end of my freshman year was so brutal. And this is when Vine just came on the scene. And they were a group of girls that used to be my friends. They did a bunch of terrible things, like drew pictures of me in class and made fun of me, which is wild. And people would come and tell me, or they would
Mean girls.
Mean girls, literally. And so they would make vines making fun of me, and they all changed their Instagram profile pictures to like a terrible photo of me, and then they left me voicemails to go kill myself. It was like a whole
that's like
terrible,
really awful.
yeah, it was a whole terrible thing. So, anyways,
If you're one of those girls and you're watching this, you should feel really bad about yourself.
yeah, it was not good. Terrible, awful,
Wow,
awful.
That is bad. So
But-
they would actually like leave you voicemails and tell
Yeah.
you to like
Yeah.
do that stuff.
Yeah. To off myself, which was just terrible. And it's so crazy because I was like good friends with the one girl that everybody wanted to be friends with, and then it was like she decided she didn't want to be friends with me anymore. It was really wild, and then everyone swarmed to her because they wanted to be like her number one best friend.
So
then everybody turned on me, and then it was just this awful.
So question.
Yeah.
How did Mama Hall not go in?
Oh, she did.
Okay.
She did. No, so I had called her from the bathroom in school crying, and she pulls up to the school, and I guess she saw two of the girls that had drew the pictures of me. And
I would not want to be those girls with
and
Mama.
she didn't yell at them or anything, but she called them out on it, and she just basically was like, I can't remember exactly what she said, but along the lines of, that's very kindergarten of you to do that. And they were like, no, Mrs. Hall, we didn't. And then,
like denying it all.
yeah, and then when this one girl, that same girl, went and made vines of me and whatever, and so my mom called the girl, told her to put her dad on the phone immediately, and told the dad what she did, and that she would be calling her soccer coach. And so Mama Hall stood up, but it didn't make it better because when she confronted them at the school, which she didn't go there to confront them, she just saw them walking by the car.
Yeah.
And she was picking me up from school. And, they went and told all my friends that my mom yelled at them, or all my ex-friends at the time, that my mom yelled at them. And so I went up to the girl, like, the next day at school, and I said, you go over to that lunch table and you tell them Mama Hall did not say that and did not yell at you.
Let's go.
And she was like, okay. And she brought me chocolates to school or something.
Oh, that's sweet.
No, it wasn't.
Did you eat the chocolates?
No, I don't know. Probably.
I probably would have. But.
Anyways, so that was in Seattle. That was a terrible time of my life. But we met this is where I want to transition to next. We met Allie and Ann, who they were the parents of my first ever boyfriend at
Yeah.
the time. And Allie is currently battling leukemia. I'm not going to get emotional. I'm not going to do it.
Yeah.
And so I want to take this time to kind of pitch this out there. She is in need of a stem cell transplant. And so your blood could potentially save her life if you're a match. And all you have to do is text Allie's Army ! All caps. I'll put it up here, but it's Allie's Army ! I think the number is 61474, something like that. Again, I'll put it right here if I got it wrong. And they'll send you a kit in the mail, and you swab your cheek, and then they test your saliva. And if you're a match, you could potentially save her life, and they'll like literally pay to fly you out so that you can do a blood transfusion. And that's a lot to ask from somebody. But if you're not a match for Allie, you could be a match for somebody else and literally save somebody's grandmother, father, sister, brother. And so it's a commitment. But if it's something where we can help somebody, and I did it. It took me 60 seconds to sign up.
Yeah.
And so I'm just asking you guys to please consider it. I know that's, again, a lot to ask somebody, but I mean, if your blood can save somebody,
Yeah.
I mean, why wouldn't you
Why
do
wouldn't
it?
you not? Yeah.
And Ollie's one of they're the most wonderful people I know.
I got me tearing up. I haven't had the opportunity to meet Allie or Ann yet, but I've spoken to them on the phone and through text, and what incredible people they are. And not only that, but they're like insanely good artists,
Yeah.
right?
They've painted me like they'll send care packages, and they've painted me on the inside of the box. They've painted Milo and stuff.
Yeah, I
It's
wish we can.
impressive.
I
I
think
know.
we still have that
Okay.
box. Maybe.
I have no idea because we've moved, but we definitely have a picture of it.
Yeah, we'll
And
have
so-
to. But it was like spot on, and
It was
I remember
cute,
they
yeah.
sent that when Milo was a puppy. It was like not long after you had him, maybe. But they sent a care package, and I don't know. I just thought it was like amazing that
Yeah.
how
They-
incredibly talented they are.
Yeah, and they made such a hard season of like just not even my life. Seattle was overall really hard for my family, but they brought so much joy to such a tough season, and they couldn't come to the wedding obviously because of her leukemia, but we are believing for healing. We're believing that she'll find somebody that is a match, and again, we're just asking you to consider and spread the word and share this message if you can, to hopefully help save Allie and get her healed and whole and healthy so she can be a mom, wife, and family member and just have a long, happy, healthy life.
Yeah, and not only Allie, but anyone.
Yeah,
Anyone that
again.
might
Yeah.
need that help.
Yeah.
But again, Kenzie will put all this info in the video, in the caption, a link or something. She's the guru. She'll take care of that. I'm just here holding the microphone. But
Yeah.
why don't we end with that?
Yeah, we will. We will. Thank you guys so much. Thanks for tuning in. We're so grateful. We're going to try to film episode 4 in Tennessee.
Yes.
So that will be really fun if we get the opportunity to.
Milo's
barking in his
dreaming over
sleep.
here, so.
He's been doing that. He did that last night. Wild. He woke me up last night barking in his dreams. So I'm curious what he's dreaming, if we only knew. Anyways, we love you guys. Have a great rest of your day, night, whenever you're watching this, and we'll see you for episode 4.
See you guys.